As someone who loves the game of basketball, I got access to one of the best trainers in Drew Hanlon. Drew Hanlon had multiple podcasts where he spoke words of wisdom. Some of those words being that even though there are people that doubt you, there's always that one person kneeling and praying and wishing for you to achieve your lifelong goal. When I thought about Drew Hanlon's words, I thought about how people are willing to spread human grace to each other, which led me to the prompt that I received today. Giving is living. If you stop wanting to give, there's nothing more to live for. When I received this quote, I thought about how important it is to spread human grace to other people. Because in life, we have been so obsessed with materialism and success that we've often ignored the fact that giving is actually one of the best things we can do to humans. Whether that's giving our own encouragement, giving our own emotional support, or giving our own materials to others. But being able to give other people things is what allows society to improve. And so today, let's look towards the examples of Dennis Rodman, Brant Jean, and Jennifer Kolbus, on how each one of them gave their own human grace, just through different perspectives. So first, let's look at this through the example of Craig Sager. Craig Sager is known to be one of the most positive sports reporters that there were. But Craig Sager's positivity also spread to his friends like Dennis Rodman. Craig Sager saw that Dennis Rodman had trouble realizing his own worth, and at one point was about to put a gun to his head, ready to take his own life. And so Craig Sager decided to drop all of everything that was going on in his life. He decided to spread his own positivity and give to Craig Sager the validation and self-esteem that he needed to recognize his own worth. Dennis Rodman's mental health not only was able to improve, but he was able to return to the NBA as a professional basketball player and win 6 championships with the Chicago Bulls. And today, Rodman has taken the human grace that Craig Sager has given to him and passed it on to other people, spreading his own human grace to others, making sure they can recognize their own worth. But the only reason that chain of positivity ever started was because of Craig Sager's own human grace, showing us specifically how giving others things such as our emotional support can be crucial and very beneficial. But secondly, we can look towards Brant Jean. Now, I'm sure as humans, we've all had moments where we were very angry with other people. And Brant Jean experienced that emotion to a whole nother level when his older brother was killed by a police officer. Now, Brant Jean, being born into a black family, had his own brother killed for one reason: the misconception of black people, leading to the death of his 18-year-old brother. But instead of putting this police officer that killed his brother into jail, Brant Jean decided to forgive this police officer, going as far as to say that he didn't even want this officer to go to jail, and he knew that if this officer approached God, God would want her to forgive him, for her to forgive herself as well. And this moment was seen on national television and took the world by storm, because it was the first time that anyone ever saw that one had his brother murdered, but had the courage to forgive an officer. Thanks to Brant Jean shows us specifically that sometimes we need to give humans our mercy and forgiveness. We need to end the hatred and crisis with positivity to make sure that nobody goes away feeling bad about themselves. But lastly, we can look towards the example of Jennifer Kolbus. Jennifer Kolbus was someone who did not want to see her country of Colombia suffer. And so when she saw people in her country without the basic needs, such as shelter, water, or even bathrooms, she wanted to use her own human grace to give people these basic needs. And so because she had the passion and love for people in her country, she put together her own organization, where a group of people came together and built the basic needs. They built extra showers, they built shelter, and they built bathrooms that they can install into these areas that people were suffering in to make sure they lived with the basic needs. Today, her organization had saved over thousands and thousands of people. But it was only started from her own human grace, her love for other people that inspired her to give others the material that they lacked. And so today, when we look back at the quotation, giving is living. If we stop wanting to give, we have nothing more to live for. We can see how crucial it is to give other people our materials or our support. And it's through the examples of Craig Sager, Brant Jean, and Jennifer Kolbus that we could see how giving people mercy, material, and emotional support can truly change the world. And so, next time that you pursue your own dream, acknowledge that there is somebody out there that believes in you and encourages you to become the person you've always known you're meant to be.